The Beatles were the most influential band of all time. Although they achieved tremendous success in their respective solo ventures, the majority of Beatles fans would not agree that their solo careers were on par with the success of their former band's career. As far as solo ventures go, these 5 albums are among the very finest that a former member of the Beatles has ever made. On the other hand, it is essential to point out that this list is not rated or ranked. Each of these solo endeavors by the Beatles is exceptional for a variety of explanations. 1. First, John Lennon's song Imagine. Imagine, which was released in 1971, is an album that should be included on any assessment of the Beatles' best solo ventures. There is no other record by John Lennon that has left a legacy quite like this one. This album is widely regarded as one of the most influential albums of the 1970s. Imagine is an album that is smooth and promising, and it is full of songs that have been covered by a great number of musicians in the years that have passed for it. 2. Ringo Starr's song Ringo. This 1973 record is the closest the band has ever been to a genuine Beatles reunion, despite the fact that it is Ringo Starr's 3rd solo album. All 3 of the famed drummer's former comrades have contributed to this album, making it the best solo work he has ever produced in his career. Even if Ringo does not receive as much praise as the other members of the Beatles, we have to admit that this solo album brings out the best in him. 3. All Things Must Pass is a song written by George Harrison. In the eyes of many, George Harrison is the Beatles member who is the least appreciated. We are inclined to concur after listening to his first CD. There are many people who believe that All Things Must Pass is Harrison's best solo release, and it is also his greatest artistic achievement. The only thing he needed to do to shine as a singer on his own was to emerge from the shadows cast by Paul McCartney and John Lennon. 4. Band on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings is the 4th song. Paul McCartney and his band Wings released this album in 1973, and it is a victory that will last a lifetime. As a result, it is clear that McCartney was prepared to break away from the constraints imposed by the Beatles and launch a new period of his career in which his solo songwriting would take center stage. That no McCartney solo record has ever displayed his strengths as a musician is a statement that we would be willing to make. They are currently on the run. 5. John Lennon's rendition of Plastic Ono Band. John Lennon independently released the record Plastic Ono Band in the year 1970. While Lennon fights demons, dreams, and prejudices regarding faith and belief over the entirety of the album, the listener is taken on a journey of self-confrontation alongside him. It is difficult to argue against the notion that it is also one of the Beatles' best solo ventures.